Bienvenidos y gracias por estar con nosotros hoy. Good evening and welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Ashley Flete.
And I'm Damon Arnold. Let's jump right in. Tallahassee city officials will host a public hearing tonight to address a handful of policy issues. Since Hurricane Hermine back in September, residents have expressed their concerns to Mayor Andrew Gillum on the amount of households that lost power and the preventable measures the city plans to take in the future. Also, the water bill will be on the table where the city will vote at its regular commission meetings on an ordinance to ban hydraulic fracking. A few city commissioners have publicly expressed their support for the ordinance, including the mayor. Frenchtown is also up for discussion as the historic site was filled with community activists on Tuesday to campaign against a proposal to sell acres of the city-owned land to a student developer. The regular commission meeting starts at 4 p.m. followed by a hearing at 6 p.m.
When someone is showing signs of Alzheimer's or dementia, it's time to talk. Often conversations with family members about changing behaviors can be challenging and uncomfortable. I received some tips on how to make a difficult conversation a little bit easier. Let's take a look. Talking about Alzheimer's and dementia can be an uncomfortable conversation. Juanita Robinson went to the seminar to get more information.
This particular seminar helped me because now I can have a conversation with my daughter and have her be able to look for certain things and us plan in the event that something does happen to one of us.
Alzheimer's disease is a progressive, degenerative, neurological disease that affects memory, thinking, and behavior. Alethea Houston Thompson's mother is showing signs of possibly having this disease.
I do have to put my foot down a lot of the times and, say you cannot do this or this is not what we are doing.
Alzheimer's and dementia are closely related. Alzheimer's is responsible for 80% of all dementia cases and is the sixth leading cause of death in America. So the conversation, although difficult, experts say it's worth having. Right now, there is no cure for this disease, but there is a 24-hour helpline. The number for the helpline is 1-800-272-3900.
House Bill 697 on federal immigration enforcement has made its way through the local, federal, and Veteran Affairs Committee with a 9-5 result in favor of the bill. The bill would prohibit government agencies from having any law or policy that infringed on law enforcement from having relations with a federal immigration agency. Among other policies, the bill allows protection for whistleblowers, requires state and local agencies to comply with the new law, and would allow law enforcement to detain undocumented workers. If the bill passes, it is scheduled to be in effect starting in July of 2017.
Now, multimedia journalist Jessica Boyer is live in the studio to brief us on changes in education at FAMU DRS. Jessica?
Thank you, Ashley. FAMU DRS is hoping a new computer classroom will give their students an edge in learning. The virtual school includes computers and workstations, which will help students learn in a technological era. The initiative is a product of working with partners, the University of Phoenix and the Thurgood Marshall Fund, to create an online learning platform for students. FAMU DRS hopes this move will increase academic achievement. Last year, the school received a B grade and seen an increase in parental involvement and student enrollment. That's all I have for you now. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jessica Boyer. Back to you at the desk.
There's a possibility that Florida could cut off food stamps. This would stand for more than 200,000 residents, but Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum is asking the Speaker of the House to intervene. Mayor Gillum delivered a petition to House Speaker Richard Corcoran's office Tuesday, with a petition signed by more than 6,000 people. It opposes that the proposed cuts to food assistance for 229,000 Floridians. Mayor Gillum says that would impact 157,000 and 44,000 seniors and those with a disability. The House bill would limit food stamps to families that earn less than 130% of the federal poverty limit, or $2,633 a month for a family of four. Coming up on News 20 at 5, we have the latest in entertainment news and weather.
Also, the new iPhone. What color would you ask Santa for? Well, Santa may bring your wish early this year. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
I picked up the saxophone when I was 11 years old, and after that, I never looked back. I've had the opportunity to make music with some of the greats, and even perform for the legendary B.B. King. Right now, I'm composing the soundtrack for the music of my life. And of all the stages that I've ever performed on, this one, on the hill, hits closest to home. I'm prepared to perform in any area of my professional career because FAMU taught me.
Are you tired of the color of your iPhone? Brea Hollingsworth joins us live in the newsroom to talk about the newest addition to the Apple family. Brea?
Well, Damon, it's out with the gold because this new iPhone has us seeing red. Apple officially unveiled the iPhone 7 on Monday. Both the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus will now come in the color red. This is a part of a collaboration with the company Product Red, which helps spread AIDS awareness. This newly designed iPhone will now come with the iOS 10 as well as newly designed apps. Sales begin on Friday. I'm Brea Hollingsworth, back to you at the desk.
Now we skip over to Sean Sanders with our entertainment news. Sean?
Well, I'm feeling really unappreciated and you're taking my love for granted, baby. Yeah, singing really isn't my talent, but I can tell you whose it is. That's girl group Cherish. The sisters were known for hits like Unappreciated, Moment in Time, but they were known also for launching their comeback earlier this month. They released a new single, One Time. Not that they already didn't know, but the group was formerly known as Cherish because they had 4 sisters, but what you will be able to notice is that 2 of the sisters are missing. The group was always filled with Fallon, Felicia, Farrah, and Neosha King, but it now only features Felicia and Fallon, the 2 twins and the youngest of the King bunch. But speaking of Atlanta's artists, the East Atlanta Santa Gucci Mane now joins the literary canon of rappers turned authors. Gucci Mane was said to begin writing the autobiography of Gucci Mane during his 3-year stint in an Indiana federal penitentiary. It is set to focus on his sentence and his rise to fame, as well as what landed him in jail. I can already hear the quotes now. A wise man once said, if a man does not have the sauce, then he is lost. But that same man can be lost in the sauce. Gucci is Mane. Now, if rappers writing books doesn't get you excited, let's highlight some of our favorite Muppets on Sesame Street. The popular children's show is among several, including characters that are now opening up conversations on various issues. Sesame Street now does that by adding 2 new Muppets. Julia, the show's first autistic character, was introduced earlier this week. In the show, just today, announced Alex, the Muppet who will be relatable with children whose parents are in the prison system. Alex's dad is incarcerated. Now that's all for your entertainment news for today, guys, and for always more hot topics, more buzz, and of course, more me. You can tune in next time. Sean Sanders, back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Sean, for the update in entertainment news. Wow.
Now joining us is Shatanya Clark. What's that weather looking like?
Guys, the weather is on our side this week. The sun is our friend. I'll have that and more in weather when we return. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Have you noticed the increase in colorful wildflowers throughout Florida? Thanks to sales of the state wildflower license plate, many important projects have taken root. Planting along highways and within communities, educating homeowners about the benefits of native landscaping, nourishing the pollinators that make other crops possible, and researching new ways to protect Florida's unique environment. With the state wildflower license plate, you can help add beauty and color to Florida.
Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I am Shatanya Clark with your weather forecast. Now today we have mostly sunny skies, Tallahassee. Now if you take a look right here, you see we have a high of 89 degrees and our humidity at 36%. The winds are blowing outside with west-southwest at 9 miles per hour and there's a 20% chance of rain. Now going into tonight, it will cool down. We'll have clear skies with a low of 58 degrees. The winds will be blowing northeast at 9 miles per hour. Our humidity will be at 62%. There's absolutely no chance of rain and the sun should set at 7:50 p.m. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your surrounding areas. Now if you see right here, Albany has a high of 84, Bainbridge has a high of 87, Crawfordville has a high of 89, Mariana with a high of 87.
Thank you so much, Shatanya. Guess who's at the desk? Shay Simon with what?
Sports time! We'll have that and more. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Strike app. This app is the official game day program for FAMU athletics. This app is also your source for stories, photos, videos, and everything related to Rattler sports teams right on your mobile device. Download it for free now. The FAMU Strike app.
Welcome back. I'm Shay Simon with your sports. Let's dive right in. It's still March Madness, and what's in your bracket? All over the world, some are hurt, and just a few are celebrating with a perfect bracket. Starting from the Sweet 16, then traveling across to the Elite 8, and then a romantic dinner for the winner who goes to the Final Four. For an up-close look at the bracket, log on to www.espn.com/men's college basketball/tournament/bracket. At the desk.
Up after the break.
Students are showcasing their work on the big screen at Florida A&M's Lee Hall. We will tell you all about it after this. It's almost time for J-School Journals, and if you want the preview of what you can expect, it's coming up this week for you. The event features 3 short documentary-style narratives produced by students, us and them. It's just a documentary, so I hope you stay tuned and join us.
That's going to do it for us today. For Shay and Shatanya, I'm Ashley, and that's Damon.